Morning everybody, and here we are back at the van. So I was just going to give you a little heads up on where we got to. I'm going to spin you around and we'll show you. Oh, well that's not going to work. Hang on. Let's get this fixed. Alright, that's way better. So here's where we got to. Both sides are insulated. There's the panels. The floor has been, the back part has been taken out. So hopefully we fixed our water egress problem. One can hope. And come around the side. I got this window in, but like I said the other day, there's no butyl, there's no Sikaflex, so I'll have to take that out and redo it properly. I just wanted to get it in there and secure so it doesn't fall out and I don't lose that window, because I'm not sure how hard or easy that would be to replace. As far as the front, yeah, that's what we got going on there. I'm still playing with the electrical. So hopefully we'll see if we can get any closer to figuring out that mystery today. But yeah, so that's where we are with that, and yeah, today's a new day. Right, Gary?
Sure, I'll have a beer.
Yeah, at 9:30 in the morning.
Don't judge me.
Hey, I'm not judging, dude. I'm not judging. First two panels in, insulated, painted on the back so they won't rot out prematurely, and in. So now we just got to paint the face of them. Well, we'll just stain them. Is that stain I'm putting on there, Gary?
Yeah, tongue oil and spar varnish mix.
Tongue oil and spar varnish mix. We got it on the back and on the edges, so now we just got to do the front sides.
And the only reason we used that stuff is because it's all I had.
Well, whatever.
Anything would work, an exterior paint, stain, whatever. It's just to seal the wood.
Yeah.
Because the Meranti, it gets wet, it'll disintegrate.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I just I don't know. I don't like white, so that'll I prefer the
Harsh? Racist?
That's not what I meant. I prefer au natural. And besides, it looks better with the brown that's already in here. So yeah.
What?
And there's the belle of the ball. Just hanging out, doing what she does best. Supervising. Isn't that a pretty fridge? I like that fridge. 4-foot fridge. I can't wait till I can actually use it.
That worked out almost too perfect.
Check that out.
Because sometimes
It's coming along. Even got bins. He even provides the bins. How do you like that? Yeah, that's coming along.
Little,
Oh, perfect. Two on each side.
they'll stick out a little bit.
No biggie.
You don't have to be married to these bins. It could be other bins, but
Yeah,
this is measured for these bins.
right.
But the math worked out perfect.
All right. Yeah, nice. I'm impressed.
Next step.
Next
Got my
step.
measurements. It's good because we had that bar there,
Yeah,
or that piece of angle
yeah,
iron.
yeah,
So that's my benchmark line.
yeah.
So now I've got this this rail hard up against here, so that's hard up against that bulkhead, measured out. Now I can take that measurement and transfer it over to there,
Yeah.
so that when I assemble it together,
Yeah.
it's square.
Perfect.
Square-ish.
Yeah, ish.
Square enough.
As long as square as ish can be.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Nice. So here's what I'm dealing with here. These mounts are a pain in my ass. Actually, this one's not bad now. This one pivots good. Locks into place. The mechanism is nice and easy to move. Now I got to do that to the other chair. The issue is the rail that moves the seat forward. The thing will move, but the rail won't move. So I'm gonna have to deal with that. Nothing a little brute force shouldn't take care of. Let's show you these seats here. One good thing about these older vans is the seats come out pretty easy. Now these wouldn't go up and down, but now let's get you through this. Now they're going up and down really good, nice and easy. This one too, except I can't hold that and do that up and down. But it works good. Same thing with that one. With the bases, here's the bases. So you pull this little latch up and it pivots. These were tougher than tough to move. So I lubed up all this. And back here, lubed up the spring a little bit, just so it's pliable and isn't going to snap. And then I backed these off just a little bit. So now everything moves nice and easy. Did the same thing to the other side. Let's go see the other side. Yeah, lube this all up, so now this moves up and down nicely. Lube this up, backed it off about a turn and a half, and now this goes around nice. You do it one-handed. Before you needed both hands and a lot of your body weight. So yeah, now we have swivel seats again that work and are not a pain in the ass to use. There's Gilly just sitting on his comfy little bed. And, and there's a Gary. Huh? Alrighty then.
You can really rock the van with this if you trust me.
Alright. Well, not that I ever will, but it's nice to know I could.
Make it adjustable. No, no. Like the, you know, like the pipe insulation
Yeah.
is because there's enough of a gap there.
Yeah.
You could probably just run that along the inside,
Yeah.
and that'll at least give you a finish,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's a little ghetto, but it can actually look quite nice.
Yeah. Form over functionality, dude. Or functionality over form.
And budget.
On budget. And we all know my budget.
Is
Minimal. At
Zero.
best. Well, it's not zero, but it is minimal. Okay.
so we got the panel set. We got the profile of the panel set to fit in there, so it's nice and tight. And now we have this rogue thing called a window. So what I'm doing is I created a hole, set it in, and then I slowly make my cuts to get it as perfectly to the profile of the window as possible. So it's a little back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But it's better to make a bazillion little accurate cuts than one big colossal bad cut. Because this stuff ain't cheap. This stuff ain't cheap.
Yeah.
So that's my next series of cuts, right?
Yeah.
Like I got my general opening,
Yeah.
and now I put it into place. And okay, I need a little more there, I need a little more there, I need a little more there. And I'll take it in, and if it needs more, it needs more. It's easier to take the wood away than to put it back.
Yeah.
Cut. You need to be on the other. Normally when this is the finished surface. Normally what I would like to do is do a pre-score.
Yeah.
Because it splinters really bad.
Yeah.
But it's going to be covered by a trim, so I'm not too worried.
Right. Nice.
And cut. So you get your, like you say, you get your profile where you want it to be. And then this random hole, we line everything up. I put my marks here, Make sure it's in the same place every time. Ish. And then I just look at that. That's pretty good. That's good. This. Find a pencil. I'm just eyeballing it, but that can be. There can be more there. And that could be a little more there. Like I said, it's better to make a bunch of little accurate cuts than one great big colossal screw up cut.
No doubt.
No doubt. Here we go. Okay, that's what I did there. That's my mark. There's no more there. And
Okay, see, so you see what he's using as a fucking round?
it's close enough. It's just finding the right bucket, cup, whatever with the right diameter. And you don't need a compass. You don't need to do math. You just need to have it touch. You just need it to touch.
And that is truly old school shit. That's what our grandfathers used to do when they built shit. Find something that fits the right circumference and use it.
The whole name of this game is nip and tuck, nip and tuck.
Nip and tuck, nip and tuck. Cue music. This is Gary nipping and tucking. And oh, glorious sanding.
Scratch that.
See? What did I tell you? Perfectionist.
Do it.
That'll do.
Might be one more cup. I think we're pretty close.
I'm thinking that's pretty tight.
So basically, I'm just doing a sight line to the window frame. Because obviously, we have to come up with something to fill that gap. But yeah, I'm just sight lining in. We're there. It's done.
Nice.
It's done. Now all we gotta do is paint it, back paint it, and attach it.
Right. Paint her up and lock her down.
I did that wrong. That's it.
So when you put the thing up there and you got your measurements, as soon as you bow it in, the edge changes.
As soon as you create a curve in things, the edges change. So it's good to give yourself a little extra. Get it where it needs to be. Case in point is the wheel well and the floor of the van. That's it. Right? And I went off of that frame right there, the forward frame.
Yeah.
I got it where I wanted there. I had to trim away here. Give yourself extra so that you can trim away and get a good fit.
Your point being, you can take wood away, you cannot bring it back.
Absolutely.
Perfect. You done?
I can make wood shorter. Making it longer is the trick.
Only the government can do that.
No, I'm not gonna. Fuck. No, I'm gonna.
The great thing about this type of lifestyle is you realize what you can get away without.
Totally.
Like tiny homes, van life, living on a boat. You know what you don't need?
What's that?
A rake.
I don't need a rake. I don't need a lawnmower.
I don't need a snow shovel. I don't
need a
shovel.
weed eater. I may need a shovel.
I don't need to clean the gutters.
But it ain't a snow shovel.
I don't need a ladder to clean the gutters.
Yeah. Don't need a weed eater.
That's the beauty of it. You'd be amazed what you can get away with out.
If I don't like my lawn, I'll just go find a different lawn.
How's everyone doing? Today is day 2, day 3 on the build. What day we are, Gary?
I have no concept of time anymore.
I think we're day 3. So here's where we're at here. Let me spin you around.
Give him the 5-cent tour.
Here's the 5-cent tour. This is me sitting in the driver's seat, spun around. So we now have a bed, and we have a bulkhead, and we have a fridge in place. And
2 more panels.
2 more panels ready to ready to go in. Be locked down. Yeah, it's coming together. It's coming together. Got the fridge in place. Now we just gotta lock that down. It's good. We got working swivel seats. It's coming along. We won't look at that dash just yet.
That's a whole episode unto itself.
Yeah, that's a work in progress. But yeah, so here we are. We're getting there. A bit closer than we were yesterday. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys later. All right, everybody, back to another day of chaos and mayhem and building out an old camper van. So let's see where we got to. Say good morning, Gary. There's one supervisor. There's the other supervisor. So I finally get some stuff in the van. The bed is pretty much done. You just got to play with these things a little bit and get them in set. But look at where we are. 2 panels in place. 2 panels ready to go in place, ready to be locked down. There's a fridge, and it's set up. Well, it's not set up, but it's in place. That's where it's going to live when it's all said and done. Come around this side. We have a bulkhead. Nice job, I must say. Man does good work. It's not perfect, but it's it'll do. And then the fridge. Now we're just working on these last two panels, and got to do a little cleanup here. Yeah, and then I'll be working on some electrical stuff today. Try and get this mess figured out a little bit. Well, Gary's going to do this other bulkhead on this other side here. There's going to be another bulkhead there. Yeah, and then countertops and cabinets and God knows what else. But we're getting there. We're getting there, slow but sure. This is coming along, and we're not even a week into it. It's pretty good, actually. Good timing. So, yeah, there we are for now, and I'll touch back with you in a bit. So here's another little dilemma I gotta work out here. Let me spin you around and I'll show you. That pipe coming up leads to a gray tank down below. I was gonna cut that off and not use it and just use a couple of bottles, one for fresh and one for gray. But when Gary and I were talking about it last night, he mentioned that the less space that I can take up with bottles and stuff, the more room I have for storage. So I wasn't going to utilize that at first, but now I'm thinking I might. Let's go around here, because it goes to a gray tank, and the tank will need a little bit of work, but that should be all right here. Well, let me spin you around and I'll show you what we're talking. Oh.
Right here is hose to a gray tank. Right? I don't know how well you can see it under there, but that's a gray tank, and it's a fairly good size gray tank. So all I'd have to do is replace this that valve, get a cap, and that gray tank is usable. And I'm thinking
If you got it, why not use it? And you know, because it's gray water, I don't necessarily have to go to a dump site to dump it. So there's that. So I'm thinking we might utilize that gray tank. I wasn't going to at the beginning, but now I think it might be better off in the long run. To give me more storage inside. And I'm assuming there's a smell that would go with that too that I don't have to worry about, except it coming back up through the pipe. But I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Morning, everybody. Welcome to another beautiful morning in on the British Columbia West Coast. So today I'm going to give you another little rundown of where we're at here. I think we're day 4 or day 5 in the build, and we're making some progress here. So let me spin you around and I'll give you the lowdown, okay? So yesterday I was messing with the lights, all that stuff there, and I now have running lights. I have running lights. front and back. Now, I need brake lights. That'll be the next thing to work on. But that's coming along quite nice. All this will be locked down today. I got some finishing stuff to do on the bulkheads. Seal them and fill them. This is going to be sealed today. And that's the last piece to go in. That's what that piece is for. And then, yeah, counters go in today, and everything gets locked down, and we're rocking. So Gary goes back to work on Monday, and today's Friday. So we got like 3 days. Oh, that's better. So we got like 3 days to get all this done. But Gary says it's doable. He says the cabinets and the counters are going to be the easiest. I don't know if we'll get them all up, but you know, we'll get enough for me to be able to live in here. And then we'll just upgrade as we find time or see the need to. But yeah, that's where we are for now. I now have running lights and headlights. Now I just need brake lights and signal lights. And yeah, it'll come. We're getting there. Hopefully I'll be driving this thing quite shortly. I could drive it now, but with no brake lights, no signal lights, I don't know. So I'd like to be able to try and get that as much as I can. So we are well on our way. So I'll check back with you guys a little later and give you a little update. See ya. Hey everybody. So here we are. It's mostly all said and done. The majority of the build is done. It's just adding some odd counters now. Gary didn't get all the counters in, but that's okay. The great thing about Gary's new job is he doesn't work on the weekends, so we can finish stuff off on the weekends. But so let me show you where we got to. Don't judge. I just got all my stuff in here. It's still a mess, but I want to show you where we got to. So here we go. We have 2 quarter panels, and I managed to get my little drawers in here for now. I don't know if that's where those will live for forever, but they're there. The fridge is in and in place, locked in. We have a counter back here, and drawers will be inserted into there at a later date, but at least I have some space to put stuff. Nothing back here yet, but I have caps on my things, so I can finally put my clothes away. So bed is good, it's comfy, although I need a thicker mattress. So I'm gonna order a 6-inch mattress and try and up my comfort level a little bit. As far as the electrical goes, well, hold on. Let's back up a little bit. First things first. I suddenly sold my van. Somebody touched base with me and was very interested in it, and they weren't going to come and pick it up for a few days. But all of a sudden yesterday he says, yeah, I'm going to come grab it today. So the van is gone. So now I am committed to this. Come hell or high water. This is my only mode of transportation now, and it runs like shit. But it runs. So I have some lifters ordered, and my mechanic is a busy guy. But if I can sit tight like this for a few days, by the end of the week, he can get to it and do the lifters probably in a day. So that's where we're at with that. My electrical is proving to be a little bit of a challenge. So what I'm going to do with that is I have a family member that owns a garage. So I might just pay him to tackle that for me. And it's probably not going to be cheap, but you know, a guy's got to do what a guy's got to do. And I'd really like to have some peace of mind with this. You know, I keep going back and forth. Did I do the right thing in buying this thing? And you know, did I bite off more than I can chew? Is this, you know, more of a monstrosity? Is it unfixable, or you know, is it going to cost too much to fix than it's worth? I don't know, but good, bad, or otherwise, I am deep in it now. So I'm just kind of hoping and praying for the best. You know, the bills seem to come out fairly easy, and my mechanic is, you know, more than willing to do the work for me, and he's not going to charge me huge to do it, which is great. And then after that, the only thing I have to tackle is the electrical. But for the electrical, it's going to go to a legitimate shop. So that is probably gonna be a bit of a hit. Now I'm gonna try and work on getting some solar and a lithium battery set up. So and a diesel heater. I have an 8 kilowatt diesel heater, but somebody just educated me the other day on diesel heaters a little bit. They say if you got a higher output diesel heater, like a 5 kilowatt and 8 kilowatt, especially in a small space like a van, you can't run them all the time, right? So they're on and off, on and off. There's a high chance for carbon buildup. But if you go with a smaller heater, like a 2 kilowatt, especially when it gets really cold, it's running at high levels consistently all the time, which keeps it from building carbon and stuff like that. So I'm gonna 86 this 8 kilowatt heater I got, give it away, sell it cheap, whatever. Because I'm only giving away the heater, I'm not giving away the fuel pump and stuff like that. I can keep that for parts for the other one. What I am going to do is I'm going to go buy a little 2 kilowatt heater, and I have another guy down at the marina here who is really good at this stuff, and he's going to help me install it in here. And then it's just the battery system to run the heater and the fridge. I'm trying to think about what I'm going to do for lighting in this thing, because right now I have no lighting in this. I'm just going off flashlights. So I may get some LED strip lighting, and that will that should work just fine. I'm thinking. So yeah, and then we're off and running. Where we're off and running to, I don't know yet. I may hang out around here for the winter. I have an offer to go hang out on Vancouver Island for the winter. So we'll have to see, play it by ear. Whatever happens, happens. But yeah, so there we are. There's the, not the final build out. We'll be adding on as time goes on, but there's where we got to. Gary is back at work now, and I no longer have a Ford, so I am. This is it. This is my home. And oh yeah, Gary was talking about pipe insulation for the windows, right? Here's how that works. And you know, he said it looks a little ghetto, but that actually doesn't look too bad considering. Yeah, it works. You know, I'm not overly fussy, so you know, whatever. But all right, guys, I'm gonna leave this one here, and you have a good one, and I'll see you next week. And I know this video's a little late, and I'm sorry for that, but it's been a really, really busy week for me, and I guess better late than never, right? As I go on, I'll try and you know, get a little bit more consistency with it. We'll see how that all goes. But all right, everybody, I'm going to leave this one here, and everybody stay safe and be happy and keep smiling. Makes everybody wonder what you're up to. See you, everybody.